In this video, we're gonna talk about top 10 NBA players of all time. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. The NBA first appeared in 1946. We have seen some of the best athletes in history compete on the court throughout that time. Play has been done in a variety of diverse styles over the years. This video will discuss the top 10 athletes who, in my opinion, have ever played the game. Number 10. Kobe Bryant. The 2000s were characterized by Kobe, the Black Mamba Bryant. The Charlotte Hornets selected him with the 13th overall choice in the 1996 NBA draft right out of high school. The Los Angeles Lakers had negotiated a deal with the Charlotte Hornets the day before to acquire the pick, enabling them to select Bryant. His Lakers rookie deal was worth $3.5 million. He was a legendary scorer with a deadly instinct that made his opponent shudder. Bryant obtained his moniker because he was just as lethal on the court as the pointless Black Mamba. He spent 20 years as an NBA player and amassed 5 championships, including 3 straight. Bryant continues to be one of the greatest shooters of all time, having made 7 game-tying baskets, 7 game-winning shots during the course of his career. Number 9. Hakeem Olajuwon. One of the finest defensive players in NBA history is Hakeem "The Dream" Olajuwon. He started playing basketball in Lagos, Nigeria, where he was born, before moving to the US to play for the University of Houston. He didn't start playing basketball until he was 15 years old, yet he was always the best. He led the Houston Cougars to the 3 NCAA division, won national tournament final 4 trips while still in college. Olajuwon was chosen by the Houston Rockets with the first overall pick in 1984, beating out of legends like Michael Jordan, John Stockton, and Charles Barkley. Number 8. Bill Russell. With 11 titles, Bill Russell now holds the record for the most NBA titles. In fact, over his 13th season in NBA, he only failed to win a title twice. Russell achieved success at other levels as well, twice taking home the NCAA title in 1955 and 1956. He also helped the USA win a gold medal at the 1956 Summer Olympics. Russell is best recognized for his championships, but he should also be remembered as one of the best defenders and rebounders in NBA history. He also had the best rebounding skills of anyone. Russell is one of just 7 athletes to have ever won an Olympic gold medal, an NBA championship, and an NCAA championship. Number 7. Tim Duncan. The big fundamental Tim, the greatest power forward in NBA history, was Duncan. He was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs with the first overall pick in 1997, and he spent his whole 19-year career with the Spurs. Although Duncan wasn't a particularly showy player, he was quite effective both offensively and defensively. Duncan was able to lead a dynasty that lasted over 2 decades under the direction of coach Greg Popovich. He defeated outstanding players like LeBron James twice, Ben Wallace, Jason Kidd, and others to win 5 championships throughout the course of his career. Although Duncan had a reputation for being effective, his defensive prowess set him apart from the other players. He still holds the 3rd place spot in the NBA defensive efficiency of all time. He was chosen for the All-Defensive Team 15 times and was named MVP twice, despite the fact that he never won Defensive Player of the Year. Number 6. Irvin Johnson Jr. During the 1980s, Irvin "Magic" Johnson Jr. was a mainstay of the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers selected him first overall in the 1979 draft. Magic won the NBA championship and the Rookie of the Year award in the same year he was selected. That year, he was also named the Finals MVP. He was tasked with running the offense as a point guard, and he excelled at it, leading the league in assists 4 times in his career. When he led the Michigan State Spartans to the NCAA championship and faced off against his career adversary Larry Bird there for the first time, Magic started his winning ways in college. Bird was defeated by Magic. who was named the Final Four's most outstanding player. Number 5. Larry Bird. Nothing is more challenging than judging who is superior between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. The two have the fiercest rivalry in basketball history and arguably in all sports. The Boston Celtics selected Bird with 6th overall pick in the 1978 NBA draft. For the entirety of his 13 years career with the Celtics, he started at small forward and power forward. Bird was excellent in every facet of the game, but his shooting and passing were his two greatest strengths. And one season, Bird became the only player in NBA history to shoot 50% on the field's goals, 40% on three-pointers, and 90% on free throws. In his career, he done this twice. He also triumphed in 3 straight three-point shooting competitions. Even with his eyes closed, he would practice shooting three-pointers. Number 4. Shaquille O'Neal. The most dominant player in NBA history is Shaquille Shaq O'Neal. He was a center for the Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, Los Angeles Lakers, Phoenix Suns, and Orlando Magic. Because he was a hulk of a man, Shaq was also nicknamed as Diesel. He was about 325 pounds and stood 7'1". Shaq was much more than an unstoppable force despite his immense stature and power. Shaq had great ball handling skills and was able to weave in and out of traffic to score and snag rebounds. In a classic one-on-one matchup, he famously crossed Michael Jordan as Jordan was advancing towards the hoop. Shaq was clear winner on offense and defense, with 28,596 points scored over his career. He presently holds the 8th highest career point total. In addition, he pulled down 13,099 rebounds, which puts him 15th all-time. He was 8th all-time in shot blocking with 2,732 blocks while playing defense. Shaq could so not only score, but also rebound and defend like a champion. Number 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whose real name is Ferdinand Levis Alcindor Jr., converted to Islam at the age of 24. His new name means Noble One, Servant of the Almighty. From the moment he stepped foot on the basketball floor, Kareem was a formidable player. Kareem has a winning streak of 71 games in high school. After entering UCLA, he went on to win 3 straight NCAA titles and was named tournament MVP each year, setting a record that is still in effect today. The Milwaukee Bucks selected him in the first round of the 1969 draft. Before concluding his career with the Los Angeles Lakers, he spent 6 seasons playing in Milwaukee. Kareem rose to prominence as one of the league's top scorer and all-round performers. He dominated his opponents with his trademark sky-hook stroke and unstoppable swing lob. Kareem led his club to the finals 10 times throughout his career, earning 6 championships. In addition, he set a record by winning 6 MVP trophies. When Kareem retired at the age of 42, he was the player with the most wins, rebounds, blocks, games played, and points scored. Number 2. Michael Jordan. You might be thinking that having Michael Jordan at number 2 is blasphemous. When basketball's television ratings were at their lowest, his earnest revived the sport. He was better at marketing than anyone else, elevating the Jordan name to a level it hasn't yet attained. Jordan is the face of basketball. Jordan is frequently mentioned when people think of the sport. He continues to be my second choice though. The most prolific scorer in game history is Jordan. No player on the court could stop him because he lacked Shaq's strength or Kareem's size at birth. Throughout his career, he won the league scoring crown 10 times, which increased the number of victories. More than anyone, Jordan has won. When he guided the Bulls to the 72 victories and a championship in 1996, he set a record most victories in a season that wasn't surpassed for 20 years. Additionally, he has 2 distinct championship three-peat streaks and a perfect 6-0 final records. Number 1. LeBron James. The best player of all time is LeBron James. Since his entry into the NBA at the early age of 18 straight out of high school, he has dominated the league. James was anticipated to succeed Jordan as the greatest player when he entered the NBA as the chosen one, and he did. No other player before LeBron has been able to do what he has. All by himself, he led the shambolic Cleveland Cavaliers of the 2007 to the championship game. He has won titles against the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs, two of the finest dynasties in the league. Additionally, he ended Cleveland's 52-year championship drought by bringing the city a championship. James has not only accomplished amazing things, but he has also played at a level that's greater and more complete than anyone in history. James is a multitasker. He is the best passing forward in league history and can score any night. He can also rebound the ball. In terms of points scored and assists, he is the first player in league history to be currently ranked in the top 10. He ranks among the top 50 rebounders of all time. The only player to ever score more than 34,000 points is him. 9,000 boards and 9,000 assists. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.